Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Larks Park here in Hays, Kansas. A cool Saturday evening, getting ready for game number 2 between the Derby Twins and your Hays Larks. The Larks were victorious last night in a come-from-behind 4-2 victory, which saw them score 2 in the 7th and 2 in the 8th. En route to that victory over Derby, the Larks come in with a record of 11-5 overall, 11-4 in the Jayhawk League. Trail Liberal by 1 game. Chandler Coates on the mound for Hays tonight. He is 2-1 on the season, 4.29 ERA. 14 and a third, 2/3 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, 3 walks. Leading off for the Derby Twins tonight will be the center fielder, number 14, Michael Urquidy. First pitch of the night is at 7:05, and it is ball number 1. Second pitch from Urquidy, or from Chandler Coates, in there for a strike, and it is 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch is a little bit low, and it is 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch fouled out of play, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 flown out into center field. Trevor Boone in center tonight will settle under it and make the play, and there is 1 down here in the top of the first. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the left fielder, number 3, Noah Bland. Three quick strikes to Noah Bland, and there are 2 down here in the top of the first inning. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the designated hitter, number 12, Anthony Dominguez. First pitch to Dominguez, ground ball foul past third base. Couple of changes in the defense tonight for the Larks. Trevor Boone back in the lineup playing center. Jacob Boston back in the lineup as well. He moves over to third base. And here comes the 0-1 from Coates. Line drive, foul again down the left-hand side, and it is 0-2. Mikey Gangwish and Colin Simpson trade spots. Gangwish will be DHing tonight. Colin Simpson behind the dish. Coates is ready out of the windup. Here comes the 0-2. Swung on and missed. And that is the inning. A 1-2-3 inning on the mound for Chandler Coates here in the top of the first. We move to the bottom. Derby nothing. Larks coming to bat. And we are back here at Larks Park, getting you ready for the bottom of the first inning tonight. On the mound for the Derby Twins will be number 28, Jed Moscott. Moscott, a pitcher at Cuesta Community College. Leading off for the Larks in the bottom of the first inning will be the shortstop, number 2, Trey Ochoa. Trey was 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored in last night's victory over the Twins. Will step in from the left-hand side, and Moscott delivers the first pitch. A little bit outside, and it's 1-0. Comes the 1-0. That one looked to be in the exact same spot, but catches the corner, and it's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Ochoa grounds into the first baseman off of Fernandez, but he recovers, flips to first base. Moscott covering, and there is one down here in the bottom of the first. The hitter now for the Larks will be the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis. Takes the first pitch from Moscott for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Off speed, stays up, and it is 1-1 to Jonathan. Jonathan was 1 for 4 last night. Here comes the 1-1 from Moscott. Off speed, catches the outside corner, and it is 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 from Jed Moscott up high, and it is 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Soberanis. Inside for ball number 3. Count is full here to Soberanis. He steps back into the box. Here comes the full count. Delivery. Ground ball to the shortstop, Bosler. Bosler fields, throws across the diamond, and there are 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the catcher, number 24, Colin Simpson. First pitch to Simpson is low for a ball, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 from Moscott. Simpson takes a strike over the middle, and it is even at 1. Here comes the 1-1 to Simpson. Swung on and missed out in front of the off-speed delivery, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 from Moscott. Fastball away, and it is even again at 2. The 2-2 line foul and out of play to the right-hand side, and count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Simpson cracks his bat on that last foul ball, has to go retrieve a new piece of lumber here, and He has gotten that, and he will step back into the box, and we'll be awaiting another 2-2 from Moscot. Here it comes. Fastball misses low, and the count is full once again. Moscot out of the windup delivers the payoff pitch. Ground ball fouled into the screen in front of Derby's dugout, and the count remains full. Simpson back into the box. Here's the payoff pitch once again, lined right at the shortstop, Bosler, and he makes the catch to retire the Larks in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We are through one inning here at Larks Park. Score 0-0. And we're back here at Larks Park, ready for the top of the second inning. Chandler Coates makes his way back to the bump for the Larks. Leading off for Derby is the catcher, number 6, Tyler McNamara. First pitch of the inning from Coates, outside corner, and it is no balls and 1 strike to start the inning. Here comes the 0-1. Little low and inside, and it is 1 ball and 1 strike. Chandler got the ball in the opening game of the season, struggled a little bit, just seemed like he was trying to find a rhythm out there as that pitch is fouled out of play, and it's 2-1. But ever since that first start, Chandler has seemed to be just on cruise control, has mowed through the lineups in his last 2 starts. Ground ball over to Boston. Boston fields it on 2 hops, throws across to Selzer, and there is 1 down here in the second inning. Tyler Myers will be the hitter for Derby, the third baseman, as Coates delivers the first pitch. Myers squares to bunt and bunts it foul, and it's 0-1. On June 30th, there's going to be a Welcome to Derby celebration. Twins will be playing against these. Comes the 0-1 from Coates. A little bit low, and the count is even at 1. Third pitch from Coates is in there, taken by Myers, and it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 delivery from Coates. Curveball in the turf, and it is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2. Ground ball. Tricky hop. Short hop Soberanis off his glove, and it will bounce into right center field. That will be a base hit for Tyler Myers. And there is one on with one out for Derby here in the top of the second. The batter will be the first baseman, number 9, John Fernandez. First pitch is in there from Coates for a strike, and it's 0-1. Coates comes set, looks over at Myers at first, and will throw over. Very close at first base, but Myers is back safely. Coates, the lefty out of New Mexico, comes set, delivers the 0-1 to Fernandez. Little bit outside, and it is 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1 from Coates. Coates will again fire over to first base. Myers back safely. A little bit easier this time. Not quite as big a lead. Coates will come set. Deliver the 1-1. Missing outside again, and it is 2 balls and 1 strike.
And he made the most of his opportunity last night as well. Fernandez came right in off the bench, picked up a quick single, and ended up going 2 for 3 on the night. Zimmerman had 1 in.
The 2-1 from Chandler Coates.
Coates through the stretch, over at first and delivers.
Outside again, and it is 3 balls and 1 strike.
Easy first inning for Coates, but 1 out single by Tyler Myers. Now he's behind in the count here. 3 balls and a strike to Jonathan Fernandez.
The 3-1 delivery from Coates to Fernandez. Line drive over Soberanis. That will be into right field for a base hit, fielded by Packard. Myers will stop at second base, and there are back-to-back singles for the Derby Twins here with 1 out in the top of the second. Another very nice crowd here at Larks Park tonight. The grandstand is fairly full. Larks Toberfest going on tonight, selling beer rocks, beans and noodles, other German-related food down in the Larks fan pavilion. Big crowd on hand to get some food and watch some good baseball. Coates will deliver the first pitch to Davis Elliott, and it is a ball and 1 strike. A ball and no strikes. Coates will get his sign from Simpson. Come set and deliver. Up and away, and it is 2-0. Now, Simpson will call time and head on out to the mound and calm down Chandler Coates. Brooks Elliott back into the box. Coates back on the rubber, gets his sign from Simpson, comes set. Looks back at second base and delivers the 2-0. Ground ball, third baseman Boston steps on the bag, throws across to Jay Selzer. 5-3 double play, and Chandler Coates is out of the second inning. For the Derby Twins, they scored no runs on 2 base hits, no Larks errors, and they leave 1 man on base. We're through an inning and a half here at Larks Park. Derby nothing, Larks nothing. And we are back here at Larks Park. Bottom of the second inning, Jed Moscott back to the mound. Leading off for the Larks will be the right fielder, number 27, Spencer Packard. The first pitch from Moscott is away, and it is 1-0. Packard batting .364 so far this summer, as the second pitch also misses away. Spencer has 5 home runs and is tied for the team lead with 13 runs batted in. There comes the 2-0 from Moscott. Packard, ground ball, just foul right by first base, and it is 2-1. Ball is grounded foul again down the left field line, and it is even at 2-2. Moscott back on the hill will deliver the 2-2 to Spencer Packard. Packard lines it up the middle. That will drop in front of Urquidy, and Spencer Packard is on with the first hit of the night for the Larks here in the second. Coming to the plate now for Hayes, the designated hitter, number 18, Mikey Gangwish. Moscott out of the stretch now will come set, deliver the first pitch to Gangwish. That ball hits Mikey, and there are runners on first and second here for the Larks to begin the second inning. I was just about to say Mikey is leading the team in batting average tonight, and he will have to wait till his next at-bat to add to that. Coming to the plate now for the Larks will be the center fielder, number 32, Trevor Boone. First pitch to Boone. Boone fouls it off into the screen on the right side, and it is 0-1. Moscott comes set. Here comes the 0-1 to Trevor Boone. Boone swings through that off-speed pitch, and it is quickly 0-2 on Trevor. The 0-2 to Boone. Boone grounds it up the middle. Moscott's only play will be to first base, and as good as a sac bunt for Boone, moves the runners over to second and third, and there is one down here in the second inning. Coming to the plate now for the Larks will be the left fielder, number 15, Clayton Raspberry. Clayton was 2 for 4 last night with a run scored, also stole a base. And he had an RBI in the 8th that gave the Larks the lead on the sac fly. Here comes the first pitch to Clayton. Curveball drops in there, and it is 0-1. Moscott will come set. There comes the 0-1. Driven into right field. Elliott on his way back. That ball is out of here. A 3-run home run for Clayton Raspberry, and the Larks jump out to a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. That ball got out of here in a hurry. Raspberry's 3rd home run of the summer has now driven in 16. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the third baseman, number 16, Jacob Boston. Boston fouls off the first pitch from Moscott, and it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1, misses in the turf, and the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1 from Moscott. That one misses away as well, and it is 2-1 to the Larks' third baseman. Here comes the 2-1. Boston takes fastball up, and it's 3-1.
Boston did not play last night for Kings. In the lineup, but back in there tonight.
The 3-1 from Moscott. Very high pop-up into shallow right field. Davis Elliott will come in, make the play, and that is the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now for Hayes, the first baseman, number 9, Jace Selzer. Jace was 1 for 3 with a double in last night's contest. First pitch from Moscott misses low, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 from Moscott. That one as well will miss low, and Selzer out in front. 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch lined into center field. Urquidy on his way in will settle under it, make the play, and the Larks are retired in the second inning. However, they strike for 3 runs on 2 hits. No derby errors and nobody left on base. We are through 2 complete here in Hayes. Larks 3, Twins nothing. And we are back here at Larks Park, top of the third inning, leading off for Derby, the second baseman, number 8, Joe Falk. Chandler Coates back to the mound. Will first pitch fielded by Ochoa in the hole. He will make a throw, not in time, and Falk is on with a lead-off single here in the third. A well-placed grounder. Past Boston, Ochoa got to it, but just didn't have the time or the strength to make that throw from very deep in the hole, and Falk is bored. Coming to the plate now for the Twins, the shortstop, number 4, Connor Bosler. Coates out of the stretch, gets his sign from Simpson, comes set, delivers the first pitch. Bosler squares to bunt and fouls it off straight back, and it's 0-1.
Connor 1 for 4 last night with an RBI. He drove home one of the 2 runs that scored in the 4th inning. Back-to-back singles for Lane Borland.
Here comes the 0-1 from Chandler Coates. Ground ball, Boston off of his glove. And Bosler will be safe at first base. Not quite sure if that will be a hit or an error quite yet. We will see what it is scored. Anyway, Bosler is on, and there are 2 men on with nobody out here for Derby in the fourth. Michael Urquidy, the center fielder, will come up to bat now. Coates comes set, delivers the first pitch. Urquidy will lay down a very good bunt. Boston will field. No, not in time, and the bases are loaded for Derby here with nobody out in the top of the third. They did rule that a single for Bosler. So Derby 3 singles here to start the third inning, and Chandler Coates and the Larks are in a big-time jam here in the third. The first pitch to Noah Bland is outside, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 to Bland. Bland swings through that one, and it's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 from Chandler Coates to Noah Bland. Swung through that fastball again, and Chandler has Bland down 1-2 in the count. A strikeout would be fantastic for Coates here, or a ground ball, maybe come home and get 2. Here comes the 1-2 from Chandler Coates. Pitch swung on and missed. Just what Chandler needed, and Noah Bland is down on strikes for the first out of the third inning. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the designated hitter, number 12, Anthony Dominguez. Now the Larks middle infield will back up into double play depth as a ground ball could get Hayes out of the inning here. Comes the first pitch from Chandler Coates. Strike number 1 on the outside corner. Coates will come set. Deliver the 0-1 to Dominguez. Fouled off straight back. Chopped into the screen, and Dominguez is down 0-2. Chandler Coates bearing down here after 3 singles, loaded the bases in the third here with nobody out. Coates gets a strikeout of Bland and now has Anthony Dominguez down 0-2 in the count. He will come set and deliver the 0-2. Way outside, wastes one there, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Soberanis and Ochoa play back, not concerned with the runner at second base as they look for the double play. Here comes the 1-2 to Dominguez. Lifts it foul and out of play to the left-hand side, and the count will remain a 1 ball and 2 strikes. Coates will come set and deliver the 1-2 pitch. Slider misses low, and the count is even now at 2. Coates will get his sign from Simpson. Comes set. Deliver the 2-2. Ground ball, foul. Over back by first base, and the count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coates back onto the rubber. Will deliver the 2-2 to Anthony Dominguez. Looking for that ground ball double play. Here it comes. Lined out of play and foul down the left-hand side. And it will remain 2-2.
Pretty much got him played that way too. Raspberry is straight away left field. He's not sure how to play center. Dominguez is very good.
The 2-2 once again from Chandler Coates. Popped. That one is going to bloop, and that will score 2. Ow. And he is called safe at third base. It looked like that throw from Raspberry was going to get Bosler at third, but it does not. And Derby comes right back with 2 runs here in the top of the third. Runners on the corners here for Derby. Still 1 out. 3-2 Larks here in the third. First pitch from Coates is missing for a ball. Here comes the 1-0 from Coates. Swung on and fouled. And it's 1-1. Derby racking up the hits again like they did last night, but still in this series have yet to record anything but a single. They had 11 hits last night and 5. They have 16 singles here to start the series. Here comes the 1-1. And it's away, and it's 2-1.
So Dominguez with the big 2 RBI single puts runners at the corners. He's at first, Reedy's at third, 3-2 the score now. Hayes with the lead to the third inning.
2-1 count. Eric will throw to first, and he is back safely. McNamara, the batter here for Derby. Was 1 for 4 last night with 2 strikeouts. That one misses, and it is 3-1 to Tyler McNamara. The 2-2. Oh, the 3-1 is in there for a strike. And it is. Now the count is full at 3-2. Coates comes set, delivers to McNamara, flown out into right field. That's going to be deep enough to at least score Urquidy. Packard will make the catch at the warning track, but Derby has tied the game here in the 4th with 3 of their own. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the third baseman, number 15, Tyler Myers. Myers was 1 for 4 last night in the losing effort. Will step in here against Chandler Coates. First pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Runner on first base for Derby here with 2 down in the top of the third. The pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 off the hand. Selzer will range over field, step on the bag, and that is the inning. However, Chandler cannot get the shutdown inning as Derby strikes for 3 of their own here in the top of the third. On 4 hits, no Larks errors, and 1 man left on base. We are through 2.5 here at Larks Park. Score is tied at 3. And Jed Moscott back to the mound. He has his offense picks him up and ties the game up for him. Leading off for the Larks will be the shortstop, Trey Ochoa. First pitch from Moscott away, and it is 1-0. Larks looking to get a couple of those back and regain the lead here in the third. The 1-0 from Moscott. Line up the middle, off of the leg of Moscott. Ochoa is no. Oh, wow, that is. He's out at first base, and that is the second very questionable call. Did not look like he was out. And the first base umpire, Dave Hanslick, in my opinion, makes a horribly wrong call there at first. And Trey is the first out of the inning. The ball was off the leg of Moscott. If it doesn't hit the pitcher, it is easily into center field for a base hit. Anyway, the Larks are robbed of a hit by the first base umpire, and there's one down here in the bottom of the third. One down here for the Larks now in the bottom of the third. The hitter will be Jonathan Soberanis. He off the hands. He flies it into shallow right center field. Urquidy is over and makes the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the catcher, number 24, Colin Simpson. Simpson steps into the box here to face Moscott. Two down here in the third. The first pitch high, and it is 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 to Simpson. Lined into left field. That one's going to be down and all the way to the wall. Bland will pick it up. That will be an easy double for Colin Simpson, and that would have scored a run for the Larks had the call at first not been blown to lead off the inning. But anyway, the umps will strike and basically take a run off the board for the Larks there. Anyway, we move on, and Colin Simpson will be on second base. Spencer Packard, the hitter now for Hayes. Packard singled in the second inning and came around to score on the home run from Raspberry. Here comes the first pitch from Moscott to Packard. Outside and low, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 to Packard. Off of the catcher McNamara. Simpson will slide in safely at third. And the Larks now have a runner on third base with 2 outs here in the third. Jed Moscott charged with a wild pitch there. We'll move the runner over. Here comes the 2-0 to Spencer Packard. Packard lines it foul, just barely missed Coach Frank Leo there by third base, and it's 2-1. Moscott gets his sign from McNamara, comes set, delivers the 2-1 to Packard. It is high, and it's 3-1. The 3-1 delivery from Moscott to Packard. Packard swings through, fouls it off. It looks like it catches the umpire in a very uncomfortable spot. And the count will be full at 3-2. Packard back into the box now. Moscott comes set, delivers the payoff pitch. Misses inside, and Packard draws a walk. We'll put runners on the corners for the Larks. Here in the third, stepping to the plate now for the Larks, the designated hitter, number 18, Mikey Gangwish. Gangwish was hit by the first pitch he saw back in the second inning tonight. Gangwish leads the team in batting average at .448. Base hit here would bring in a run for the Larks and give them the lead. Here comes the first pitch from Moscott. Gangwish checks his swing, doesn't go, and it's 1 ball and no strikes.
Twins encourage you to bring fishing poles and all your gear as well to the July 1st picnic next Saturday.
Moscott will come set, and here comes the 1-0 to Mikey Gangwish. Gangwish takes strike 1 on the outside corner.
Simpson, the runner at third, Packard at first, 2 outs.
Here comes the 1-1 to Gangwish. Gangwish grounds it up the middle, will be fielded by Bosler, and that's the inning. For the Larks in the third, they score no runs on 1 hit. No derby errors and 2 men left on base. We are through 3 complete here in Hayes, and we're tied at 3. And we are back here at Larks Park, ready for the 4th inning, leading off for the Derby Twins. The catcher, number 6, Tyler. The first baseman, John Fernandez, the first baseman, will lead off the 4th inning. The first pitch from Chandler Coates misses for a ball. Here comes the 1-0. In there, and the count is even at 1. The 1-1 from Coates, fouled out of play off the roof of the Twins dugout, and it is 1-2. Comes the 1-2. Fernandez lines it foul back into the screen, and it will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 again. Called strike 3, and Jonathan Fernandez is down on strikes for the first out of the 4th inning. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the right fielder, number 5, Davis Elliott. Elliott is 0 for 1. Tonight takes the first pitch, swings, ground ball to Trey Ochoa. Ochoa fields, fires a little bit high, but Selzer fields, catches the ball and keeps his foot on the bag, and there are quickly 2 away here in the top of the 4th. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the second baseman, number 8, Joe Falk. Falk is 1 for 1. He singled and scored in the 3rd inning for the Twins. Swings through Coates' first delivery, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 from Coates in there on the inside corner, and it's 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 from Coates. And that one misses away, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 swung on and missed, and that is the inning. A very quick and much needed inning for Chandler Coates. Derby goes 1-2-3 in the 4th inning, including 2 strikeouts from Coates, and we are through 3.5 here in Hayes, 3-3. And we're back here at Larks Park, ready for the bottom of the 4th. Leading off for Hayes will be the center fielder, number 32, Trevor Boone. Boone lines the first pitch right at Noah Bland, takes 1 step back and makes the play for the first out of the inning. Just bad luck for Boone. He just hitting it right at the ball, was very well struck, but Noah Bland did not even have to move out in left field. Coming to the plate for Hayes is the left fielder, number 15, Clayton Raspberry. Raspberry hit the 3-run home run to get the Larks on the board in the bottom of the 2nd. Will foul the first pitch back and out of play over to the left, and it's 0-1. Second pitch fouled off, back out of play towards the left side again, and it's 0-2. Here comes the 0-2, low, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 from Moscott in the turf, and it is 2-2. Here comes the 1-2, flown out into left field. Bland will take 3 steps to the left and make the play, and there's 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the 3rd baseman, number 16, Jacob Boston. First pitch from Moscott is way outside, and it's 1-0.
So a nice job by Moscott after the 3-run homer in the 2nd.
The 1-0 from Jed Moscott. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 to Boston, fouled straight back, and there is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 to Boston. Boston takes the fastball high, and the count is even at 2. The 2-2 is away and in the dirt, and it's full. Comes the full count pitch, ground ball to the second baseman off the glove of Falk. Boston is out on the throw to first base. For the Larks, in the bottom of the 4th, they are down in order, and we are through 4 here in Hayes, 3-3. And we're back here for the top of the 5th inning. Chandler Coates back to the mound for Hayes. Leading off the inning for Derby will be the shortstop, number 4, Connor Bossler. First pitch from Coates, catches the zone, and it's 0-1. Ground ball up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit to lead off the inning for Bossler and the Twins. The 7th hit of the night already for Derby, and yet another single. Michael Urquidy now to the plate for Derby, the top of the order. First pitch is lined into center field, and there is another single, and Bossler and Boone off of his glove. And Bossler is on third base now as he takes the extra base. And Chandler Coates and the Larks in yet another jam here in the 5th. Runners on the corners, nobody out, as Noah Bland will be the hitter now for Derby. Fouls it back into the screen on the right-hand side, and it's 0-1. And our scoreboard down there on the bottom of your screen is missing a hit. Derby has 8 hits tonight. Here comes the 0-1. Bland fouls it off to the right-hand side, and it will make its way out of play, and it's 0-2.
Monday, July 2nd. Start your day.
Here comes the 0-2. That's going to be up the middle. Ochoa will step on second and throw to first. That will be a 6-3 double play. However, a run will score for the Twins, and Derby is back out on top 4-3 here in the fifth. That clears the bases and gets 2 outs here in the inning. Coming to the plate now will be the designated hitter number 12, Anthony Dominguez. Grounds it to Chandler Coates at the mound, and he will flip it over to first base, and that is the inning. However, the Twins grab a run on 2 hits. No Larks errors and nobody left on base. We are through 4.5 here in Hayes. Derby 4, Hayes 3. And we're back here for the bottom of the 5th inning in Hayes. The Larks will send their 9-1-2 hitters to the plate. Leading off, the first baseman, number 9, Jace Selzer.
Halfway home from Hayes, Twins leading by the score of 4-3. Jace Selzer, the number 9 batter in Hayes.
Jed Moscott back to the bump for Twins. First pitch is in there for a strike, to say the least. Jed Moscott. Jed's pitched a pretty decent ball game, has had quite a bit of good fortune tonight so far already. A call by the first base umpire and a ball that off of his leg. A couple balls also hit very hard by the Larks right at fielders, so Jed has had his share of good fortune tonight as well. Comes the 1-2, ground ball to the shortstop, Bosler. He will field on a hop and throw to first, and Selzer is retired for the first out. That will bring the top of the Larks batting order to the plate. The shortstop, Trey Ochoa. Ochoa is 0 for 2 so far this evening. Here comes the first pitch. He will take strike 1 on the inside half from Jed Moscott. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed, and it's quickly 0-2. Comes the 0-2, misses, and it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 to Trey Ochoa. Outside, and it is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2. Ochoa grounds it foul back to the screen, and it remains 2-2. That one misses, and it is now full on the Larks leadoff hitter. One down here in the bottom of the fifth. Here comes the 3-2 delivery. Ochoa swings right through that one and is down on strikes for the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis. The first pitch from Moscott is in there for a strike. Pitch number 2 is fouled out of play to the right, and it's 0-2 on Jonathan Soberanis.
Soberanis over to, he's grounded out on his Friday. Just to recap, Friday the 30th, it'll be the series opener with Hayes. Applebee's will have discounted food items if you appear at Applebee's.
Here comes the 0-2 to Soberanis. Curveball stays away, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 is fouled out of play again, and it will remain 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 again to Soberanis. Soberanis lines it into left center field. Bland on his way. Urquidy makes another amazing diving catch. Michael Urquidy is becoming a thorn in the Larks' side here, and Jonathan Soberanis is retired to end the inning. We're through 5. Derby Twins 4, Hayes Larks 3. And we're back here at Larks Park, ready for the 6th inning. Chandler Coates back to the mound for Hayes. Leading off, the catcher, number 6, Tyler McNamara for the Derby Twins. The first pitch from Coates is fouled back into the screen, and it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 from Coates. In there for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2 on Tyler McNamara. Here comes the 0-2. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. And McNamara is down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the third baseman, number 15, Tyler Myers. First pitch from Coates, inside corner, and it's 0-1. There comes the 0-1. In there again, and it is quickly 0-2 on Tyler Myers. The 0-2 from Chandler Coates, fouled straight back, and the count will remain 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 again, flown out to center field. Boone on his way back will make the play and retire Myers for the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the first baseman, number 9, John Fernandez. Chandler Coates has yet to throw a ball in this half inning. He is out of the windup. Will deliver the first pitch to Fernandez. There's the first ball of the inning, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Catches the outside corner, and the count is even at 1. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled out of play. 1-2 now to Jonathan Fernandez. The 1-2, a little bit low and in, and it's even at 2. Swung on and missed by Fernandez, and a very quick top of the 6th for Chandler Coates. Derby Twins are down in order. We are through 5.5 here in Hayes. Derby 4, Hayes 3. And we are back here at Larks Park. Bottom of the 6th inning. Larks will send their 3, 4, and 5 hitters to the plate, leading off the catcher, number 24, Colin Simpson. Simpson is 1 for 2. He doubled, goes after the first pitch, fouled over towards and right off the screen in front of the Larks dugout, and it's 0-1. Simpson back into the box. Jed Moscott back on the mound for Derby. Here comes the 0-1. That one's low, and it's even at 1.
Simpson is 1 for 2, a third inning double. Lines out to short.
The pitch is lifted high onto the infield in foul territory. Catch will be made by Myers, and there is one down here in the bottom of the 6th. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the right fielder, number 27, Spencer Packard.
They put on the Derby Barbecue. September the 9th is the date this year. For more details, visit
Spencer will take the first pitch from Moscott on the outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
continuing to deal well after the troubles in the second inning.
Here comes the 0-1. Packard lines it into right field, and that will be a one-out single for the Larks right fielder. The second hit of the night for Spencer, and he is on with one out. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the designated hitter, number 18, Mikey Gangwish. Here comes the first pitch from Jed Moscott. Little bit outside, and it is 1-0. Mikey got us on the board last night with that big 2 RBI single to tie the game in the 7th. Eventually, the Larks would go on to win. Here is the 1-0. Gangwish will lay down a bunt, and it is foul, and the count is even at 1.
Hayes thinking small ball, trying to get Packard over to second. We'll see if they think that play again with the designated hitter Gangwish showing up.
Here comes and time is called before Moscott can deliver the 1-1 as Gangwish will step out of the box, and he is right back in. Here comes the 1-1 from Moscott.
Scott stretches, checks over his shoulder and delivers.
Gangwish ground ball foul past the first base coach for the Larks and off the fence. And it's 1-2.
Gangwish from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Here comes the 1-2 to Gangwish. Gangwish
Line drive right back to the pitcher. He'll float it first for a 1-3 double.
and Gangwish right back to the pitcher. Catches the ball, catches Packard off of first base, and that is a 1-3 double play, and that is the inning. Larks are 3 up, 3 down here in the 6th. We're through 6 complete, 4-3 Derby. And we're back for the 7th inning. Chandler Coates back to the hill for the Larks. 7-8-9 due up for Derby, leading off the right fielder, Davis Elliott. First pitch from Coates is away, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-1 from Coates. Just misses away, and it's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 from Coates. Line into left. And Clayton Raspberry looked like he could have had a play on that had he gone for it, but decides to let it drop in front of him, and that is a lead-off single for Derby in the 7th inning. Joe Falk, the hitter now for Derby. Runner on first, nobody out here in the top of the 7th. First pitch from Coates is on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Runner on first base for the Twins here to begin the 7th inning. Chandler will come set, peer over at first base, and deliver. Out one misses outside, and the count is even at 1. Chandler throws over to first base. Very nearly throws it to the wall back there by the dugout, but Selzer makes a nice play to catch it and prevent the runner from heading off to second. Here comes the 1-1 from Coates. Strike number 2 is in there on the lower half of the zone. Again, Coates will fire over to first base to try and keep Elliott close. He is back safely. Again, Coates will fire to first, and for the 3rd time in a row, Davis Elliott is back in safely at first. Still 1-2 to Joe Falk. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed, and Falk is down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the shortstop, number 4, Connor Bosler. Bosler is 2 for 2 tonight with 2 singles and has also scored 2 runs for the Twins. He will step in and see the first pitch from Chandler Coates. First pitch is in there down the middle, and it's 0-1. Coates will come set and deliver the 0-1. Just misses, and it's even at 1. The 1-1 pitch. Chandler will fire over to first base, and Elliott is back in safely. Here comes the 1-1 from Chandler Coates. Fouled off to the right-hand side off the screen in front of the Derby dugout, and it's 1-2. Coates gets his sign from Simpson, comes set, looks over at Elliott at first base, delivers the 1-2. Strike 3 call again on the inside part of the plate. And Bosler is down on strikes for the 2nd out of the inning. The leadoff hitter now coming to the plate for Derby, the center fielder, Michael Urquidy. will step in, and lefty-lefty matchup with Chandler Coates. Runner on first base, 2 down. Here in the top of the 7th comes the first pitch from Coates, outside corner, and it's 0-1.
Michael 2 for 3, having a nice night. A couple of singles, one in the third, one in the fifth. He also scored in the third. But only out was to start the game, a fly out to center field.
Coates delivers the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Ochoa. Ochoa flips to Soberanis at second, and the Twins are retired here in the 7th inning. They score no runs on 1 hit, no Larks errors, and they leave none on base. We are through 6.5 here in Hayes. Derby leads this one 4-3. And we are back here, ready for the bottom of the 7th. Trevor Boone will lead off the inning for the Larks. Jed Moscott back to the hill for the 7th. Here comes the 1-0. Strike in there, and the count is even at 1-1 to Trevor Boone. Here comes the 1-1, swung on and missed by Boone, way out in front of an off-speed pitch, and it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 from Moscott to Boone. Straight up on the infield, will drift out into right field, caught by the first baseman Fernandez, and Boone is the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the left fielder, number 15, Clayton Raspberry.
Raspberry steps in with the only RBIs for Hayes tonight. 3 runs, second inning home run.
First pitch misses for ball number 1.
He's got 2 hits in the series. He's 2 for 5 overall in the series. 1 for 3 last night, 1 for 2 tonight.
The 1-0 is fouled out of play, and it's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 to Raspberry. Down the line, that ball is fair. Into the corner, right field. Raspberry will round first. And he will be in standing with a 1-out double here in the bottom of the 7th inning. There's a little bit of noise from the Larks faithful in the stands. Finally something to cheer about here. After the 3-run second inning, Hayes has been quiet. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the third baseman, number 16, Jacob Boston. Moscott will step off now, is not quite comfortable there. How he's back on, will get his sign, come set. Here comes the first pitch to Jacob Boston. Takes the first pitch, a breaker drops in there, and it's 0-1. Derby 4 runs on 9 hits. Larks 3 runs on 5 hits. As Moscott comes set, delivers the 0-1. That one is a fastball that misses away and a little high, and it's even at 1. Boston came into the night hitting just 188, is 0 for 2 so far this evening. Looking for a base hit here to tie the game. The 1-1 from Moscott. Fouled straight back into the screen, and it is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Boston is 0 for 2. Just flied out to right and grounded out to second.
Boston back into the box. Moscott comes set. Delivers the 1-2. Boston takes a curveball in the turf, and it is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Raspberry with very good speed at second base. Almost any base hit that makes it into the outfield should score Clayton and tie the game here if Boston can deliver. Here comes the 2-2. It's a fastball, misses high, and Boston has worked the count full here with 1 out in the 7th. Here comes the payoff pitch from Moscott to Boston. Boston grounds it in the infield. Moscott picks it up and tags Boston. And that is the second out of the inning as Clayton Raspberry advances to third base. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the first baseman, number 9, Jace Selzer. Selzer is 0 for 2 so far this evening. Came into tonight's contest hitting .265 on the summer. Larks needing a base hit now to tie the game here in the bottom of the 7th. Selzer will face Moscott as there is a little bit of action in the pen for Derby. Here comes the first pitch. That ball is by the catcher, McNamara. Here comes Raspberry, and the game is tied on a wild pitch by Jed Moscott. 4-4 in the bottom of the 7th. And we are now tied at 4 after that wild pitch. There is a strike from Moscott. It's 1-1 on Selzer. Selzer lines it right over the head of the Larks sitting outside the dugout, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Moscott to Selzer. It's low for a ball, and it's 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. That one misses away, and it is 3-2. Yet another full count. Here comes the payoff pitch from Moscott to Selzer. Selzer takes inside, and Jace Selzer works a walk, and that will turn the Larks lineup over to the top. Coming to the plate will be Trey Ochoa.
Larks got somebody up too. Doesn't look like he is, as he's taking his time. This looks like more like Coach Hankins just wants to talk to.
Will be a mound visit for the Derby Twins there after the 2-out walk to Jace Selzer. A quick visit. Moscott will hang around to face at least another hitter. There is some action in the Derby pen. I mean, it doesn't look too aggressive, too quick, like he is getting ready too quickly. Derby's going to let Moscott try and work his way out of the 7th here. As I said, Trey Ochoa, the leadoff hitter for the Larks, will be at the plate. Facing Moscott, here comes the first pitch. Ochoa takes one low, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 to Trey Ochoa. Ground ball right to Moscott. He will flip it over to Fernandez, and that is the inning. However, the Larks tie the game by getting a run in the 7th. They bring one across with one hit, no derby errors, and they leave one aboard. We are through 7 complete here at Larks Park in Hayes, and we are tied at 4. And we are back here at Larks Park. We are ready for the 8th inning in a 4-4 tie between the Larks and the Twins. Ryan Katulik to the mound now for the Larks. The leadoff hitter for Derby in the 8th will be the left fielder, number 3, Noah Bland. Bland is 0 for 3 tonight. He has 2 strikeouts and grounded into a double play. First pitch from Ryan is low, and it's 1-0. Here comes the second pitch from Katulik. Fly ball deep into center. Boone is back over the shoulder, makes the catch. A very nice catch by Trevor Boone to retire Noah Bland for the first out of the inning. That was most definitely going to be at least 3 bases for Bland had it dropped, but Boone gets back and makes a very nice catch, and there's one down. The pitcher now, or the hitter now, excuse me, for Derby is the designated hitter, number 12, Anthony Dominguez. Maybe we are starting to see the luck shift just a little bit here in this game in the 8th. Here comes the 1-0 from Katulik. Misses away, and it's 2-0. Comes the 2-0 to Dominguez. That one looked like it caught the zone, but apparently it did not. And umpire has not been very consistent on the outside corner tonight, and it's 3-0 to Dominguez. Here comes the 3-0. That one is in there from Katulik, and there's 3 balls and a strike. 1 out here in the 8th inning. Here comes the 3-1 from Ryan Katulik. That one is out of the ballpark, driven deep into right field. And the Twins regain the lead here in the top of the 8th inning, 5-4. And Katulik will have to rebound here after giving up the home run. The hitter for the Twins is Tyler McNamara. That home run jolts the Twins back out into the lead here in the top of the 8th. Yet again, the Larks score in the bottom half. The Twins come right back and get a run in the very next half of the inning. 2-0 the count to Tyler McNamara. Here comes the 2-0. That one is to the screen, and it's 3-0. Here comes the 3-0 from Katulik. That one is in there, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Comes the 3-1, foul out of play to the right, and it's full at 3-2. The 3-2 is a line drive caught by Jacob Boston at third for the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now for the Twins with 2 down in the 8th, the third baseman, number 15, Tyler Myers. Here comes the first pitch from Katulik. That one is lined into right field. It will drop in foul territory, and it is 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 from Ryan Katulik. That one is low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike to the Twins' third baseman. Here comes the 1-1 ground ball foul towards the Larks dugout. Myers is back in the box and is ready for the 1-2 from Ryan Katulik. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. However, the Twins come right back for the second time tonight and score right after the Larks, and they are back out in front 5-4 here after 7.5 innings from Hayes. And we're back here at Larks Park. Bottom of the 8th inning. Larks down to their final 6 outs tonight after giving up the home run in the top half of the inning. New pitcher for the Twins is number 21, Matt Cook, a righty from Southeast Missouri State. Larks will send their 2, 3, and 4 hitters to the plate here in the 8th, leading off the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis. Jonathan is 0 for 3 so far tonight, a ground out and a pair of flyouts. Looking to get on base to lead off the inning. He has very good speed. Larks would love to have him on board here in the 8th. First pitch from Cook, his sidearm delivery misses outside for ball number 1. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. Soberanis takes the second pitch in there for a strike, and the count evens itself out at 1. Here comes the 1-1 to Jonathan Soberanis. Soberanis grounds it to the first baseman, Fernandez. Cook will cover, and Soberanis is retired for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the catcher, number 24, Colin Simpson. Simpson is 1 for 3 tonight. He doubled back in the 3rd inning. There's a ball driven deep into right field, and it will be foul and out of play. 0-1 to Simpson. Here comes the 0-1. Misses away, and it is even at 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Simpson fouls it straight back into the screen, and it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 from Matt Cook to Colin Simpson. And he goes around and strikes out for the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the right fielder, number 27, Spencer Packard. Packard is 2 for 2 on the evening with 2 singles and a walk. Has also scored a run back in the 2nd inning. He takes the first pitch from Cook, outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Packard ground ball to Bosler. He fields and fires, and that will do it for the Larks in the 8th. 1, 2, 3, they go again, and we are through 8 complete here in Hayes. Twins 5, Larks 4. And we are back here at Larks Park. Ninth inning we go. Larks trail 5-4 to the Derby Twins. New pitcher for Hayes will be the righty from Oklahoma State, number 29, Peyton Battenfield. Leading off for the Twins in the ninth will be the first baseman, number 9, Jonathan Fernandez. Here comes the first pitch from Battenfield. Misses low, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and the count is even at 1. Larks looking for a 1-2-3 inning to keep the deficit at just 1 to give themselves a chance in the bottom of the ninth. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed, and there's a ball and 2 strikes to Fernandez. In the bottom of the ninth, the Larks will have their 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up, Gangwish, Boone, and Raspberry. Here comes the 1-2 from Battenfield. Ground ball foul over towards third base coach for Derby. Count remains 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 from Battenfield. Swung on and missed. And Fernandez is the first out of the ninth inning. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the right fielder, number 5, Davis Elliott. Elliott is 1 for 3 tonight. He's singled in his last at bat in the 7th, has also grounded into a double play and grounded to the shortstop. Here comes the first pitch to Davis, misses for a ball, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 to Elliott. There's a strike, and it's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 to Davis Elliott from Battenfield. Off speed, misses away, and it is 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the 2-1 from Battenfield. Fly ball into shallow left field. Raspberry comes in and makes the play, and there are 2 down here in the top of the ninth inning. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the second baseman, number 8, Joe Falk. Falk is 1 for 3 tonight. He singled in the third inning, has a pair of strikeouts tonight as well. First pitch from Battenfield, misses inside, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed, and we're even at 1. Crowd has hung around tonight in a very good, close ball game. Comes the pitch from Battenfield, fouled off, and it's 1-2. Battenfield out of the windup, back on the rubber. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and Battenfield does his job. He sets the Twins down in order. We head to the bottom of the ninth inning. Larks have 3 more outs to make something happen and tie the game or win it. 5-4 Derby. And we are back here in Hayes. Here we go to the bottom of the ninth. Larks will send their 5, 6, and 7 hitters to the plate. Mikey Gangwish, Trevor Boone, and Clayton Raspberry trying to get somebody on base, trailing by 1 run. New pitcher for the Derby Twins will be their closer, number 29, Matthew Dallas, right-hander out of Minnesota Crookston. Here we go. Leading off will be the designated hitter, number 18, Mikey Gangwish. Gangwish 0 for 2 so far tonight. He was also hit by a pitch. Here comes the first pitch of the inning. Gangwish swings and misses, trying to tie the game with 1 swing. And it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 to Gangwish. Swings through a breaker, and it's quickly 0-2 to Mikey Gangwish. Here comes the 0-2, and Mikey, 3 straight swings and misses, and he is down for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the center fielder, number 32, Trevor Boone. Both Boone and Raspberry on deck have the power to tie the game, but got to get a bat on the ball first. Here comes the first pitch to Boone, takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Comes the 0-1. Boone fouls it off, and Boone is down 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 to Boone. Swings and misses, and there are 2 down. 6 pitches, 2 outs. Matthew Dallas working on the immaculate inning here in the 9th. The last hope for the Larks tonight, the left fielder, number 15, Clayton Raspberry. Here comes the first pitch from Matthew Dallas. Right to the second baseman, Falk. He misplayed it, and Raspberry is safe at first base. And the Larks are breathing here in the 9th inning. And there will be a pinch hitter for the Larks here in the 9th. Hitting for Jacob Boston will be number 26, Clayton Harp. Harp batting just 133 so far this season in 4 games for the Larks. He had played in all 4 since arriving and was not in the lineup tonight, but will be called on to pinch hit. The last time the Larks sent up a pinch hitter, Colin Simpson delivered a go-ahead 2-run home run down in El Dorado. See if Clayton Harp can't work some magic. Here comes the first pitch from Dallas. In there for strike number 1. The crowd begging Clayton Harp on to make something happen for their home team here in the 9th inning.
We've got 2 cities going at it here, Dallas versus Boston.
Here comes the 0-1. Harp flies it up over to the third base. Shortstop will come in, and that is the ball game. Larks fall this evening 5-4 to the Derby Twins. Larks fall to 11-6 overall, 11-5 in the Jayhawk League. They fall back to 2 games behind the BJs in the Jayhawk League. Winning pitcher for the Derby Twins tonight is Jed Moscott. He goes 7 innings, gives up 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 total, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Losing pitcher for the Larks is Ryan Katulik. 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 strikeout. Larks and Twins will be back at it here tomorrow night for the rubber match of this 3-game series. Once again, Larks fall tonight by a final score of 5-4. We hope you all have a good rest of the evening. We will see you tomorrow, and good night from Hayes.